He comes all the way over from the border of Maine and New Hampshire. Makes the drive all the time to do comedy. We love him for that. Let's hear it for Brent Legere, everyone.
All right, thank you. Yeah, and I am about as tall as Nick's wife, so. I do have to drive a little ways to get here. You know, you really got to focus out there. It's crazy. You got to stay in it. I don't text and drive, but I did recently email STD test results to someone while driving. Safe driving or safe sex? You get one or the other with me. I did a show down in Portland last night. I love doing shows down there. Everybody looks so young and hip to me. Half of them don't even know what it's like to buy weed from a drug dealer. There were no dispensaries when I started getting high. I had to go to the park and look for a grown man hanging out with teenagers during the day. He might not have it on him, but he could always point me in the right direction. Not in life, just to get drugs that day. I am trying to figure out how to come out to my parents as a stand-up comedian. They've already been through so much, and at their age, this could do them in for good. My first big decision as an adult was to go to art school. You want to break a blue-collar dad's heart? Just tell him his only son wants to be an artist. They were more proud of me when I graduated from a 30-day rehab. I didn't get the same applause when I walked across the stage with that 4-year degree from picture school. I did used to drink a lot. I never really did drugs, though. I mean, I smoked weed, but people tell me that doesn't count. I was just a drunk, never really did drugs. I mean, if you had Coke, like, what the hell, let's party. And I'd buy it sometimes and sell it if you needed some, but no, I was just a drunk, never really did drugs. My cousin cooks great meth, so when I was over there, when in Rome. Of course, that's Rome, Maine. It's a small town. Excellent meth if you ever go. No, I did have to give it all up, though. I went to treatment 3 times, and I found out that that's not a lot. My roommate there had been 19 times. 19 times? That's not treatment, that's a biannual tradition. We had to write out a list of our fears, and my biggest fear was having to go to rehab 19 times. But they had a ping pong table there, so I pretty much just spent 30 days lying in wait for my next opponent. A new guy would check in, worst day of his life, everything he owned in a garbage bag, and I'd pop up like, "Hey bud, wanna play ping pong?" And then I'd take him to the table and just annihilate him game after game, really punctuating the losing streak that had been the last 10 years of his life. But I'm good now. I'm 5 years clean and sober. Thank you. So, as a man in recovery, I do acts of service. I go into the jail and I talk to the inmates about addiction. Through doing this, I've learned that I am so much more comfortable locked in a concrete box with criminally convicted drug addicts than I am, like, at a family gathering, surrounded by people who love me. Sure, at the jail I could get choked or shanked, but at Christmas, someone might ask me if I'm still using my art degree. I don't want to have to explain that one again. I think I'd rather be Bubba's bitch for the night. Anybody here part of the Mile High Club? Not many people are, but we all know what it is. But I take what I can get. I'm a proud member of the 4 Foot High Club. I got a hand job on a bus. No, not like a city bus. That's disgusting. It was a school bus. Not recently. This was when I was a kid. And not from a teacher. It wasn't Catholic school. It was just a normal 15-year-old bus hand job. And that joke is really only for people who don't know I was homeschooled. All right, I'm gonna leave you guys with this. Murder's bad. It's the worst thing you can do in the eyes of the law, but I think it would be worse to get charged with attempted murder, because there's this element of failure. Call me old-fashioned, but where I'm from, we do not quit until the job's done. Thank you so much. I've been Brent Legere. Hope you enjoy the rest of your evening.